Hello everybody, welcome back. How are you? I'm Laura with Chocolate and Chocolate Designs. Say hi when you jump on, hit that heart button for me. And in just a second, I'm going to have a keyword for you to type in. When you type in that keyword, you're going to get a supply list for all the things we're using tonight to make this project. So you guys, it's already up. The keyword for tonight is stocking, S-T-O-C-K-I-N-G. Holy cow, my computer is working fantastic tonight. I think I finally worked out all the kinks and all of that stuff that's been slowing me down, and I'm super excited. Hey, Cassie and Maxine. Hey, Wendy and Christine. Hi, Jan and Tracy and Ann. Hi, Florine and Leanne. Oh my gosh, stocking is the keyword. Hey, Teresa and Ruth. Hello, Maxine and Donna. Holy cow, now they're coming in. Hey, Leanne. Hello, Karen. Hi, Paulette. Hello, Kathy. Hi, Dottie and Tracy. I think I said your name already. Hey, Rachel. Hey, Carol. Hello, Holly. Hi, everybody. Hey, Joanne. Hey, Denise and Jackie. Hello, Noemi. Hi, Vicky and Lisa Marie. Hello, Barbara and Arlene. Hello, Loretta. Hello, Joni. Hello, Kay. Yay! Hi, Judy. How is everybody doing today? Oh my gosh, I can't keep up. You guys are amazing. Hi, Jackie. Hello, you guys. I apologize if I missed your name. I read as quickly as I possibly could from the second I got on. Hey, Christine. Thank you for sprinkling. All right. Here we go. Yes, you guys, Christmas. We are doing Christmas tonight because we have been doing quite a bit of Halloween lately. And there's, honestly, I've got the itch. I've got the bug. I've got the Jingle Bell Rock. Yo, I am ready to do a Christmas project. And this one's honestly been on my mind for about a week now, and it took me literally all day to prep for this one because I wanted to make sure that it was just perfect, okay? And there's going to be a few tips that I show you guys. I did a little practice run today too, which I don't normally do. So if you guys are ready for this, let's go ahead and get started. Hello, as you guys are jumping on. This right here is a Dollar Tree Christmas stocking, just a blank wood stocking. I've had mine since last year. I hope they... This is not Dollar Tree, you guys. This is from Hobby Lobby, so I apologize. This is Hobby Lobby, and mine has warped. It is incredibly, incredibly warped. I'm hoping that as we put some heat on this today, it'll kind of bend back into place. We'll see what happens. If not, we have a warped vintage stocking, which is just fine by me. All right, so y'all, I'm so glad. Are you guys ready for some Christmas? Because I'm totally ready for some Christmas. I'll tell you what, I am so ready for some Christmas, and I think that this is going to be fantastic. So, hi, Amanda. Oh, my gosh. All right, you guys, I'm going to lay out some paper here because y'all know that when I get messy. Can you do some with the Van Gogh? Yes, Wendy, I need to. I want to practice with that before I go live with it, though, because it scares me. All right, awesome. All right, here we go, you guys. I'm going to lay out some paper here because we are going to be doing a little bit of some painting tonight. Makes it look like it's stuffed. It does kind of. Yes, it does. All right, so y'all, you can make your stocking whichever way you want to, this way or this way. I'm going to go ahead and put it this way because that's just the way I feel like it goes. You're not ready for Christmas crafting yet? Y'all, this is the time to start your Christmas crafting. I tell you what. I tell you what. All right, so since this is a wooden surface, I'm going to go ahead and start this out by just prepping this already for some chalk paste. Yesterday I bought some Christmas craft supplies at Hobby Lobby, and I can't wait to start my project. Absolutely. Hey, Nina. All right, so this is just, you guys, this is just a fine grit sanding block. Doing this now is going to help later on when you put your transfer down. If you just give this a good sanding right out of the box. It is really badly warped, but I think that that's my fault. I don't think it came like this. That's why you haven't done it yet, Wendy. I know. I gotta practice with that one first. Yeah, it's a little intimidating. You're all about Christmas all year round. I love it. I love it, you guys. We do have a couple of new launches coming up on Friday for any of you guys who are not aware of that yet. One of them is going to be our autumn peanuts. I do a little bit of everything, like this time of year. I do some Halloween, I do some fall, and I do Christmas, just because I feel like I can never get enough projects in of any of them. Oh, that's really, really worked. So this is a lot smoother now that I just gave that a little bit of a sanding. And the first thing that I actually want to do to this tonight, we're going to use our Dixie Belle Voodoo Stain, okay? Dixie Belle Voodoo Stain. This one right here is the Au Naturel. It is just a, I don't know, it's like a tan color. It's a little bit of a, more of a rustic look, I think. And so we're just going to grab out a piece of cloth. I like these little cheesecloth towels that I get at Walmart, and I just like to rip off a little piece of this for doing any staining, because then I can just throw it away afterwards. And these are really, really cheap at the Walmart. Oh, Pam, did you have to tell Carlene that I was on? You have one room that's all Christmas? Oh my goodness. All right, so here we go. We're just going to put some of this Voodoo Stain right here on our towel and just rub this right on the board and give this more of a vintage style look to our wood. Now, you guys, I love this color. I think that it looks amazing, and you'll see why I did this color in particular as we move on. Mona's in the house! And I apply it to my rag instead of to my board, just so that it gets a little bit more even of a coverage. And then I'm wiping most of it off, okay? I just want it to set into that wood and kind of wipe it around evenly. Stocking is the key word for tonight. Yes. Type in the word stocking. It's going to bring out those wood grains that are in there. Hello, Rada. Hi, Linda. So you guys, we have been, oh man, actually, I have been in this room organizing these last couple of days. I am to the point right now where I just can't stand, as the seasons are changing, all of my Christmas and Halloween and autumn stuff being tucked into a back corner and all of my spring stuff being in the forefront. So I've been in here just kind of reorganizing and rearranging things to make my life a little bit easier. And I'm pretty much there very, very soon, I think. Look at how beautiful that color is, you guys. It's called Au Naturel. It's so, so gorgeous. I just love it. And I'm just going to take this little rag piece and throw it right away. I don't need to keep that. Though I probably should have used it to wipe off the top of my bottle. Never. Oh, man. The kids and I hit Walmart up for a little bit today. Got a little bit of shopping done. Evan got a new Lego. He's super, super excited about. And I think he's got almost the entire thing put together already. So excited for that. All right, you guys, let's get this thing dried up one step at a time. I did not move my dryer, so we might hear that banging again today as I dry my stocking. And I want to show you guys a new technique that I figured out today and some differences between a couple of antiquing processes, okay? And I'll show you what I mean as we go along. Wow, this is really, really warped. I think if I hang it in the sun, though... Oh, no, Carol. Kefir, next to the yogurt section in the store. Mix some, it's or kefir, whatever you want to call it. It's by the yogurt. Mix that with some yogurt, some berries, and some granola, and eat that in the morning. And get yourself some good probiotics, and that'll help your allergies. Promise ya. It'll help a lot with your allergies. Your allergies start in your gut. If you have an imbalance in your gut, your allergies are going to kick your butt more than anything else. Heal your gut. That's how it goes. Believe me, I know, because I get allergies too, and then I start doing that, and it makes me so much better. All right, so there we've got our wood stocking color to start this out. Now what I want to do is I just kind of want to use some tape or a pencil mark. Well, now once I get it decorated, I'm not going to want to soak it in water. My heat press might work. It might. heard that if you paint both sides, it won't work because they're real thin. Maybe so, but it was warped before I started painting. So I don't know if that makes any difference or not. All right, for my stocking here, I just want to have this section here on the toe where it stays this au naturel color. And then I'm going to do another one, if I can. I'm going to see if I can get this. I'm going to do it the best that I can, you guys. To just kind of round my tape a little bit and make a little rounded area here for the bottom of the stocking. And I actually think that I did pretty good there with that to make this little rounded area for the stocking, just with my tape. So I just kind of folded it onto itself and rounded that little piece there. It's really, really worked. And I tried to put it between some heavy stuff today, hoping that it would fix it. But I was so excited about this project, I was like, I don't really care. I'm going to keep going with it anyway. All right. Now what we're going to do is we're going to grab, I know the small rolls of this tape, you guys, are on sale for like 60 cents. Guess how many I grabbed, Carol? Oh, I should show you guys. You'll probably laugh at me. These are on sale, you guys. Stock up. I got a couple. Oh, man. You think the heel's too small? Do you guys think the heel is too small? You might be right. You might be right. All right, let's try to see if we can make it bigger then. That's not a big deal. Well, thank you so much for jumping on with me. I have plenty more tape where that come from. We can make the heel bigger. This time I don't think that I'm going to cut it off though. That's better. Hi, Connie. Stock up, yes, on tape and board erasers. It's $1 for Perks members. There you go. For those, but they're smaller rolls, you guys. It's only 2 instead of 5. Whatever measurement it is. Meters. I don't know. I think it looks good now. It looks good. All right, here we go, you guys. Let's go ahead and take our Waverly chalk paint in the color Crimson. And we're going to cover up. What was that? I missed it. I won't be able to watch tomorrow night. I'm doing good, Kim. Friday to drive 3 out. Oh, Carlene, I'm so sorry, honey. So sorry for your loss. Oh, my gosh. Oh, funerals are never any fun. I actually have to get up super, super early tomorrow morning because, y'all, I'm looking for a paintbrush that I like. Give me a good one that I like. I love these ones. We're going to use this one. I have to be up super, super early tomorrow because my kids have both got dentist appointments. We finally have insurance through John's new job. It took effect active on Monday last week. And so I managed to get some dentist appointments for my kids before they go back to school. and they both have to go in for a cleaning tomorrow. But we have to be there at 8:30 in the morning, which is like the earliest I've been up all summer for me to get them there. I don't usually wake up until 7:30, and then I finally climb out of bed around 8. So it's going to be a massive mess to get these kids enough sleep tonight and then get them to the dentist in the morning for their cleaning. Fortunately for me, though, our dentist is only 5 minutes away for the kids. So that makes things really easy. Next is finding them a new pediatrician and getting them in for a checkup. That's going to be a whole new process. All right, you guys, I'm trying my best here to not overload my brush too much. I've got a little bit of red in my cap. I had a feeling I was going to do that and put way too much on there, or in there. But if I overload my brush, I may end up with some extra brush strokes in here that I don't want, and I kind of want it to soak into the wood and not dry all brush strokey. All right, we're getting there. Missed the beginning. Where did you get the stocking? Yep, it was from Hobby Lobby. I think in the cart link I put Dollar Tree because I thought that that's where it came from until I actually saw the tag on the back of it. It told me better where it came from. Hi, Dale! All right, I don't even need to cover this part here, but I'm going to go ahead and paint it anyway, just in case anything shows through with what I end up doing later on. You guys will see. All right. Almost done. I love these Walmart brushes, you guys. These are stenciling brushes, but I use them all the time for painting. They are like my faves. Okay, so stinking pretty, right? You wish you lived by Hobby Lobby? It is, no, I mean, it is such good news for our family to finally have insurance. Now is the painstaking task of trying to find doctors for my family, though. We've been so long without insurance. And I don't think, well, I know I can't go back to my old doctor. He kicked me out a long time ago. And he's way too far away. And my kids' pediatrician moved, and now she's farther away than what I want to travel for them. So. Yay! You're going to love this one, Dale. You are going to love this one. They are so awesome, aren't they, Amanda? I just opened up a whole other package because I used them today and they were still wet. Hard to find there, too. Yeah. It's hard to find a good doctor. And I'm going to go interview a whole bunch of them. Tell them my rules to hire them. Because that's how I feel like it should be. It's exactly how I feel like it should be. I better like you or you're not hired to be my doctor. There's quite a few of them around here, Mary, that I've seen on the list that take our new insurance. It's just a matter of whether or not they're going to put up with my unwillingness to treat a doctor like they're better than me. I don't know what else to say. You guys, I honestly, I don't like doctors who have that that better than you attitude, and that's what I found too much in the past. Like, if I have a question, I should be allowed to ask my question, and I want them to answer my question and not talk down to me because I asked a question. I cannot stand that. I won't tolerate that out of my doctor, and so I have to go through the interview process. They did schooling. I did not. If I have a question, they should take the time with me to answer my questions, because ultimately it's my health at stake, right? Right, Mary. Right. Just answer my questions. Not just because I say so, do as I say. Like, I don't like the doctors like that. I want to be able to trust you and confide in you and tell you my problems and know that you're not going to judge me and that you're going to listen to me and understand me and give me advice. Yes, exactly. You had a great doctor for 27 years. Man, that's priceless to find a good doctor. All right, you guys, now that we've got this all painted, I'm going to use my surface wax on here. And we're just going to coat this paint in a light coat of our surface wax before we put our transfer down. Now, you guys, I'm only going to go up to about here. Exactly, Noemi. Hi, Lucia. My last doctor I felt was like that. It was like, you do as I say, don't question me. And if you don't do what I tell you to by the next time you come back, I'm going to have a lecture prepared. No, I don't think so. Yes, exactly, Cassie. Exactly. All right, a light coat of surface wax. This is going to protect our surface from pulling up from the adhesive on the back of our transfers, and also keep any paint from pulling up and getting into our transfer. Okay, so we buff it on, we wax on, and then we buff off. And you guys, when you're buffing your wax off, do not be afraid to buff your wax. You actually want to try to remove it all. You'll never be able to remove it all. I promise you that, okay? If you still see the circles when you're waxing off on your car, you continue to wax until you don't see it anymore, right? Oh. So do the same thing with your surface. It's going to be shiny. You want it shiny, but you don't want to see any wax buildup on there. Don't be afraid to really, really, really try to buff that wax right back off. You'll thank me for it later. Right, Carol, I agree. I agree. All right, here you go, guys. Here's our transfer. You guys are going to go, what in the world are you doing? But trust me, I have a process. Trust the process, you guys. That's what we say here a lot. Trust the process. Oh, that smells so good. I'll show you guys that in a minute, too. All right, here we go. This is the transfer that we're using tonight. It's called the Ho 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 pattern, because I really feel like every stocking needs to have something on there, and I love this pattern for the stocking. Oh, yeah, Christine, that too. That too. So we're just going to take this transfer. These are reusable silkscreen transfers if you're new to my page. They're adhesive on the back. And any place where you see teal is going to stop the paste from going through. Any place where you see white is where your paste is going to go through. Oh, yeah, Carol. Same with my kids' last pediatrician. So we're just going to give this some fuzz to pick up some lint on the back of that. Oh, Quendy, I'm not going to be able to read all of that. They go too fast. Oh, Connie, I'm so glad that you did, too. Oh. Hi, Christina. All right, we're going to give this 3 or 4 fuzzes just to pick up some lint on the back of that. And then put this down on here. Now, I did not check to make sure that this is going to fit. Oh, it does! Nearly perfectly. Oh. You guys, I'm not going to try to reposition this at all. I'm just going to go with where it falls, because I really feel like it covers well enough for me to not have to try to do it again. And line it back up. Okay. Hi, Sandy. Oh, no. All right, so we're going to press this down really well and make sure that we get all of our air bubbles out of here. Now, you guys, here's the crazy thing. I'm dropping stuff at my feet. Don't mind me. We're actually going to use red on red, okay? Trust the process here, okay? Red on red. So I'm taking candy apple. This transfer is already available, Callie. This one is already available. I'm taking candy apple red and going over top of Waverly crimson. And they are very, very close. You may not see this at first. Stick with me though, because I'm going to show you a tip and a trick that you're going to absolutely love, okay? All right, so here we go. We're just taking some of our chalk paste onto a squeegee, and we're going to squeegee right through that transfer, all of these words, ho, 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 this pattern right onto the stocking. Trust my process, y'all. I tested and tried this first, and it's going to work. And I never test it first. I always just go with the flow. Not today. I was like, listen, these people, they deserve to have like a super, super awesome live tonight. And I'm going to make it happen. So here we go. Here we go. I did all of this for you guys. Practiced and all. All right, once you've got that all covered, we're just going to take the rest of that paste, put it back in our jar, and then come back through with our squeegee. And we're going to squeegee off all of that excess and put it back in that jar. Now, you guys remember we're working with wood, and even though it's been painted, our paste is going to dry relatively quickly, so work fast. Work fast. Okay? Now, here we go. You guys are barely even going to see this yet. But it is on there. Yet, you guys. We have the ho, ho, ho pattern. Can you guys see it a little bit? A little bit is all I care about right now. You can see it a little bit. Y'all, I'm going to make this stand out even more here in just a minute. I know it doesn't look like much at all yet, but you can see the pattern on there. It's red on red. Hold your horses, though. Hold your horses. Hold your horses. I have a plan. I have a plan. I have a plan. I have a plan. All right. I got to spray this down really good with some water so I can take it to my sink in just a bit and wash that off really well. And then I can put it on my backer sheet and I can use this over and over and over again. A little bit, right? Just a little bit. I told you guys, red on red. It seems crazy, but just hold your horses. Hold, please. We're going to dry this. We need to dry this really, really, really well. Really well, because we do not want it to smudge in the next process, okay? Hold your horses. We do not want this to smudge in the next part of the process. Stocking is the key word, you guys. Look at all the eyes we've got right now in anticipation. What is this girl doing next? I know you're thinking it. I know you are. And I'm going to show you guys my test sheet in just a bit too. After we're done with this, I'm going to show you my test sheet and show you guys what to do and what I tried that worked and what I tried that really didn't work. Because not all products are made the same. You love it like this? Oh, I already put it on there. I sprayed that already too. Yeah, this is the most awesome dryer. I love it so much. All right, you guys, we've got that all done. I'm going to go ahead and pull my tape up now and reveal that awesome line for our stocking, because I think that that looks fantastic. I love that look of having those parts of our stocking just be the exposed wood. Looks so pretty, right? Oh, that was just dried paint. Oh, that looks so good. All right, here we go, you guys. Here is the thing. What we're going to do next is, I've showed this stuff before. I'm going to show it again. I absolutely love it. I think it's fantastic. We're going to go in with some Bare Decorative Finishing Wax. And this one right here is in the dark antique. I love this one so much. Now, here's the thing that I've got to tell you guys. It, for this purpose, is not interchangeable with the Waverly Antique Wax. It's just not. The formula is different. I've tried them. I'll show you guys the results. The difference is that this wax is like a thick wax, okay? The Waverly Antique Wax is not. It's very, very thin and very, very runny, and it makes a huge, huge difference, okay? So I'm taking a dry brush. This one's a brand new one because my other ones were still wet from my trial process earlier. A dry brush, a dry brush, and I'm going to dip this in my wax. You guys can see my wax right here. And we're going to go over. I don't have to worry about up here, you guys. We're going to do something else up here. But we don't have a ton on here. And we're going to go over this with this antique wax. And it's going to fall into all of these spaces. And you guys, look at how it's already bringing out the words that are in there. And we're going to keep working with this. And I even want to get on here and brush this out a little bit, change the color of that a little bit, antique that up. But this gets into all of the little grooves on that, those words, ho, ho, ho. And really just antiques this up even more. Can you guys see what it's doing? And the change that it makes on those letters. I think it looks amazing. I got way too much on there, so you only need a little bit. And you can continue to brush until you're satisfied. But look at the difference in the words now. Does that ho, ho, ho stand out even better now than what it did before? Like really, you can see it. You can so see those words now. The Waverly will not do the same thing. And I'll show you guys my little test sheet. Here's where I tried it. This was the antique wax right here. You cannot see the pattern hardly at all. And it was so wet that it re-wet the paint and just smeared it. I tried the white antique wax with Waverly right there. And then I tried the Bare, and you can see, you can definitely see the difference in the pattern on all three of them. Okay, so the Bare is definitely the way to go when you're trying to do this kind of a technique. And just make it look aged. And you can keep brushing. You're going to get it down there into those grooves. So cool, isn't it, Denise? How that just really brought that out of there. I just love it so much. This is turning out a lot how I wanted it to. Now, I'm not quite ready just yet to put my brush away and clean it. I don't want to get it wet yet just in case I want this again. But I think that that looks amazing. All right, now what I want to do next is take that same sander that I had before, and we're just going to give this a little bit of a sanding, because we're going to make a darker color kind of sit in all of these sanded spots. Trust the process, you guys. Trust the process, okay? Isn't that cool? The wax that I'm using is from Home Depot. It's Bare Finishing Wax, and this is the Dark Antique Finishing Wax. You can also get it in Dixie Belle, I think, has it. Or one similar to it. All right, you guys, so now that I've got that done, what I want to do is I'm going to grab some archival ink. And this particular one is from Ranger. It's in the color Vintage Photo. And it's a dark brown. Exactly, Vicki. Another interesting, there's always a different and interesting way to do things. I got it, Pam. She's headed for a Chardonnay. All right, I'm going to load up my little thing here. And I'm going to go around my edges with this dark this is a permanent ink, you guys. It's not like the stuff we used last night. This one's a permanent. And I just want to add a little bit more detail. I'm not going to wax the buff. I'm not going to wax the buff off. I'm going to let it just dry in there in place how I've got it. You don't have to buff it. You don't have to buff it off. You can if you want to. But it will dry any way that you put it. All right, I just want to kind of add a little bit of detail there with my stocking. Go along my edges a little bit with this. Blend that in a little bit better. And just give that a little bit more detail there on the bottom. I think that that looks fantastic. Fantastic, you guys. So far, so good. We're going to use that again, too. It's so dark. I know, Carol, it's so dark right now. It's hard to see until you hold it up. I promise you guys, to me, it looks great. I love it. We're going for a more vintage look today. As I finish this up, gosh, the lights are giving it a hard time. As I finish this up, I think you guys are really going to love the project as we go along. And I can definitely take pictures with a little bit more light tomorrow. All right, so here we go, you guys. I'm going to give this a good dry again. Just for all of that ink and stuff so it doesn't get all over my hands. Thank you. I love the vintage look. I really, really do. All right. So I actually spent some time earlier today coffee staining some stuff. If you guys don't know what it is to coffee stain, it basically just means that I took some boiling water and I added some, what is it? The instant coffee to it. I also put a little bit of vanilla and some cinnamon in there just for extra smell. And I soaked some fabric pieces. You could absolutely tack it to a wreath. Some fabric pieces, and I soaked one of these in coffee grounds, you guys. Oh, it smells so good. Coffee grounds, vanilla, and cinnamon. And this is actually from the Dollar Tree, you guys. This is a mop head. This is a mop head from the Dollar Tree. Super, super, super inexpensive. And what I love about this is the appearance of fur that it gives to a stocking, okay? I think that it looks great. I think I love it for just about everything that it has to do with Christmas. And so we're going to take this piece right here. I'm going to cut it a little bit. I think right there is where I like it. I'm going to save all of the excess that's over here for whatever else I might want this mop head look for. I think it looks fantastic. I love the mop head. Yeah, mop head. Absolutely a mop head. I was sniffing a mop head. Yeah. All right, we're going to glue this. I forgot to plug in my glue gun, you guys. So, you wanted them for Santa beards. I love them for stockings because they're really, really fluffy. And I love the vintage when you when you coffee stain it. So we're going to glue this thing right into place, right around our stocking. I'm going to give it a little bit of a tug and a pull just to keep it tight and flat. But y'all, look at how good that looks. Oh, you guys, maybe what I should do instead, should I not? I thought I might be able to staple it, but maybe I don't want to staple it, especially since my board is warped. You'd think since my glue was hot just before I came on here, I would have some hot glue. But no. You want to do some of these mop beds? All right, you guys, I'm going to leave this sitting here for a second. We're going to glue it down in just a minute, but I'm going to go ahead and start working on the next part that I wanted to do, okay? So as soon as my glue is ready, we'll go ahead and glue that down. So the next thing that I wanted to do was I wanted to make a cute little tag to go with this. Now, I didn't vintage up this tag yet, but we're going to. I should have left my paper out, but I didn't. These are just little white tags, again, that I got at Walmart. They come in a pack of, what is it, 12? A 12 pack of little tags. All right, Amanda, have a good night. From Walmart. And we're just going to use that same archival ink that I have here, that I used on the stocking itself. And we're gonna distress this tag with this archival ink. And it does not need to be perfect. You almost don't want it to be perfect, because again, this is vintage, okay? I'm gonna get a little bit more on here so I can make some spots that are a little darker than others. I think I definitely want my edges darker. Heck yeah! Little bit more. And just like that, we've got a vintage tag. Now, I'm not worried about the back side because I am going to glue this down. You could also put some of that bear on here if you wanted the bear on there. But it's so simple to do a little antique tag, okay? And then it matches too. All right, now on our tag, we're going to make this say something. Hi, Kay! So what I've got here is another transfer that I just love. And we're going to use this one here, you guys. It's called Christmas Delivery. And there are all these little postage spots on here where you could do so many different things. So, the glue gun's still not dripping though. We'll finish our tag first. By then it will be done. All right, so we're going to open this up. Give this one a good fuzz again. And the one that I want to use is the one that says Santa approved right there in the middle, okay? Well, hello from Scotland. How are you doing? I think I might even just leave this right on my fuzzing cloth too. Stick my tag right under there. That way this stays stuck to my fuzzing cloth and not to anything else. And I also don't think that I want it completely straight. Because it's vintage, why would you want it completely straight, right? All right, so Santa approved on our little piece here. Hi, Darcy. And I'm just going to use black velvet for this, y'all. Black velvet because it's supposed to be a stamped little thing. And we're just going to go right over top of this tag with the black velvet for this word Santa approved. Or this little postage thing that says Santa approved. I'm trying my best not to get this on my fuzzing cloth. Because I really like clean fuzzing cloths, you guys. Really, really I do. And you guys, I should have waxed it. Oh no. Y'all, look at that. It was paper and I didn't wax it and it did that, but that's okay. I'm just going to fill that in with some archival ink and it's going to be just fine. Because remember, this is a vintage style anyway. It just has a little ripped section there. So it's good. It's just fine. I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about it. Water. Just spray that down. So I should have waxed it first and I didn't. I got ahead of myself thinking about all the different steps to make this project. And that's okay. It's okay. Just to stress it, you'll never even know. And so I used archival ink on it, but I didn't wax it. Did not wax it. My mistake. Make sure that's good and dry. Oh, now our glue I think is good. All right, Noemi, have a good night, girl. All right, I'm just going to use some more of this archival ink and just stamp in that section. And see, now it looks like it was made like that. Now it looks like it was made like that. All right, I have another trick for things like this, if I can find it. Oh, there are a bunch of them right here. So I want this again to look old. So what I've got are, you guys seen these before? Y'all know what they are, right? Just for getting all those fine hairs between your brows. And I actually use these. All right, Vicki, have a good night. I use these to rough up my paper. And I'll come back in with my ink after I rough up my paper too. Just so it doesn't look like it's quite so perfect. Going around all of my edges with this little eyebrow thing. Put some folds in there too, just so it looks a little older. You guys, look at how cute that is. I bet they would, Cassie. I bet they would. Don't pull the cap off wrong. All right, now I've got the cutest little tag that we can put on here as well. All right, we're ready for this now. Here we go. Let's glue. Let's glue this baby down. Hopefully I've got enough glue. Let's have a backup glue sticker too. Just to be sure. Night, Renee. Y'all, I feel like it's still so early. We're not even an hour in yet. I get it, Carol. Am I boring you? Because I think that this project's pretty awesome. All right, I'm going to pull this tight. Oh, you guys, I love it. Staple it also. I'm afraid if I staple it, my staples will go through, or it'll end up cracking my board because it's so warped. It's your medicine. I understand, Carol. Just giving you a hard time. It's not a very thick board for stapling. Thanks, Cassie. I burned it myself. I burned it myself. All right, we're getting it on there. I don't know, Cassie. I really don't know if you can use fabric fusion to put fabric onto wood. I never would have even thought about that. Y'all, look at how adorable that is, though. With a mop head from Dollar Tree, you guys. A Dollar Tree mop head, and look at how amazing. Look how amazing that looks as a stocking topper. Oh, I understand, Renee. Go to bed. Go to bed. Go to bed, girl. Hi, Janet. Oh, things are just getting good, girl. I got glue on my eyelash. That's worse than a dog hair. It's probably going straight from my eyelash to the glue gun. I think I got it. I think I got it. I think I got it. All right, you guys. Here we go. Let's go ahead and finish this off a little bit. You're going to get a couple of these tomorrow. All right, so let's go ahead and make our bow now. We're going to put a bow on here. And I'm just, you guys, this is all tangled up because I put it in my dryer. But it's meant to be like vintage style. Thanks, Janet. It's meant to be vintage style because we've got it all coffee stained, okay? And I don't know what all pieces I'm going to use and which ones I'm not. I might not use that stuff. But definitely all of these. Oh, we're getting there. We're getting there, Laureen. We're getting there. I'm going to put the bow on first, and then we're going to add some more stuff to it. I've got a bunch of stuff out here. The cutout was from Hobby Lobby. And I got it last year. I don't know if they've got them back yet this year or not. And I sat on it for a whole year. And I've been thinking about it since I bought it last year. No, just kidding. I just found it. Like a week ago, and I was like, oh, that would be fun. All right, here we go. I've just got a bunch of strips here, you guys. And all we're going to do is just basically make loops, okay? A messy bow with these. Basically just wrapping it around my hand. That's probably about the size that I want right there. You can use a bow maker if you want a bow maker. I'm just going back and forth in my hand with this. About the size that I want. Hi, Carol! You made it in time to see what I'm doing. Did I sit on it? That's probably why it's warped, yeah. Dollar Tree gets the smaller ones. Oh, they were at the Hobby Lobby already. Good. Thank you, Linda. Well, then I'm glad I did this project tonight because apparently they are in stock at the Hobbs. I don't think I'm going to get back up to Hobby Lobby until my kids are back in school next week. And I'm super, super excited for them to be back in school, you guys. Super, super excited. We found out their teachers already. Wednesday next week is their first day back. And the first day I get a quiet house all to myself all day. I couldn't wait for them to get out of school for the summer. What was I thinking? What was I thinking? All right, so they're just bunched up like that into this little ball. I am just going to use, oh man. Well, what's going on here with this stuff? I'm just going to use, you guys, a piece of twine. They started school today, Linda? Oh my gosh. That seems really early. It is. It's the best. Yes. When they go back, it's the best. All right, I'm not going to tie this too tight just yet, just enough to hold it. Because I also want to take a little bit of this twine here. And I'm going to feed it right onto this. I should have probably put this in here first. But I'm just going to take this right here and just thread it around, thread it inside that other piece of twine and tie this so that we've got our little tag that comes out. Yes, my kids are driving me insane. No, not really, you guys. We took that trip. My little man has been like, he's a mama's boy. He really is. He loves his mama. He tells me all the time that he loves me. He gives me hugs and kisses. He's like the best kid ever. All right, now we've got our little Santa tag on there, and now I can come to the back side of this and really pull this tight. Oh, thank you. You're doing their second week of school already? That's insane. All right, we're going to give this just a little shake here. And we've got this cute messy bow with a tag. We're going to glue the tag down, you guys. And we're going to start with the bow, and then we're going to add some accessories onto this. Holy moly, I've got a lot of stuff up my nose. All these strings and things. Oh, you guys! We're not done yet, though. I have more to show you. I have, oh my goodness. I love this so much. All right, let's see if we can get some glue out of here. We're going to glue this down right onto our stocking. Oh yeah, we still have plenty of glue. Right there, thank you. And then I'm just going to take this little tag here and I'm going to tack it right there into place, okay? With a couple of little drops of glue right there and right there so it doesn't move. You're going to make it for sure. I love it. All right, you guys, we're getting there. We still have some more embellishing to do, okay? I'm not done yet. Let me show you a couple of things that I made. Oh gosh, first of all, I have these rustic bells. And I really wanted to use these. I think that this bell is going to be too, I don't know, it might be too big. Is it too big though? If we use this one, we got to make it rusted. And I have the stuff to do that. And then we've got these little bells here. I'm just not sure which way to go. These are on a string. Thank you, Connie. All right, we'll figure it out. We'll see if we want to rust up this bow or not, or this thing. Yes! All right, you guys, so here's what we did. I went ahead and I took, you guys, these are hair curlers from the Dollar Tree, and I just wrapped them up with some of the same fabric that I was using for my bow, tied a little ribbon around them, and then put some greenery on it and made some cute little candy canes. And so we're going to throw our candy canes on here right here. And then we're going to put some greenery on there too, okay? But I want the greenery to kind of cover up the bottom of this. It was, oh, Sandy, it was so warped before I even started the project. So warped. That there was like nothing I could do about it at that point in time. All right, so let's go ahead and we're gonna glue these babies down here. I just touched myself with the glue gun as I was trying to get that untangled. Ow! Ah! They're so cute, right? You made these little candy canes last year. They're so easy to make and so adorable. You have fans in every room where you spend time. Such sweet little candy canes, you guys. And then we're going to add some greenery to this just to kind of cover up the bottom of those. And so I've got some greenery pieces here. I like the darker for this project. And I've also got some berries. And they're basically the same berries that I put on the other piece. Oh, Carol, it's all right, girl. I got it. I get it. I know you're tired. Oh. I'm so cheesy. All right, I want to get that ribbon down there. Oh, you guys. Is that all of it? I want some different greenery too, I think. I like having multiple different kinds of greenery. Let me cut off another piece. Yeah, I need to cut off another piece, you guys. I need to cut off another piece. Just gotta prune my little tree over here. I don't know why, but I like having multiple different kinds of greenery in my projects. I just feel like it gives it that much more. I feel like it gives it that much more personality when you've got different flavors of greenery. All right, let's glue this one down first. And I'm just going to kind of tuck the stem of it right under that bow. Isn't it so cute so far, you guys? This piece is going to overlap right there in the middle. And then we're going to tuck. Problem with this one is that it's busted. It's busted. I don't want to use the busted one. Oh, I like it a lot. Thank you, Denise. I love this project. I think it turned out fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. You guys, stocking is the key word for tonight. And just move my bow over a little bit. I still feel like I need a bell or something. Oh, I have those rusted stars that Carol gave me. And I got a ton of them left. Let's put a star in the middle of that bow, you guys. Stitches around the toe and the heel. Oh, I thought about that. But I thought that the stitches might make it look too Halloween. That's what I thought. Oh, you guys, I like the little rusted star. This is two of them stuck together, though. Let me find one that's not all stuck to another one. There we go. Y'all! Oh, I'm super excited for this. It turned out so cute. All right, I'm just going to put a star in the middle here, and then we're going to call this whole project Finito. Just use a marker, like a black marker. You guys don't think that that'll make it look... Oh, a straight stitch. Okay, listen. Okay, we can do that. We can do that. Here's what I've got. Let me see. I have... Do I have a black one? I do. I've got some black Posca markers. Or a black Posca marker. You guys, somebody stole 2 markers out of this pack, so I got it for seriously cheap. Thank you, Linda. Got you in the Christmas mood. I love it. First time ever using my Posca markers, you guys, so gotta load it up. All right. So a straight stitch. I think I see what you mean. I think I love it. Like that? Like that right there? Well, since we've got the Santa approved thing in black up here, I think that the black works. I think it kind of pulls this in together with it. Jackie, I think that the black works with this. What do you guys think? Should I have used brown, or does the black work with it? Just a simple, you guys. Really? I should have used brown? I think the black works because of the Santa approved tag. That's not sticking because apparently my glue's not still hot right there. I think the black works, you guys, because I'm making really, really teeny tiny lines. Oh, I think it works. You guys, I would say that that's a finished project. As a sewer, it should be black, says Debbie. Dale says the black looks good. You guys, you can see the letters on there, right? You can see the ho, ho, ho. And the whole thing finished. I think that that looks fantastic. My glue kind of globbed out a little bit. But I'm super, super happy with this project. I think it turned out great. I'm so proud of myself. Jana, I'm in Michigan. I am in Michigan. Oh, you guys, tell me you can see that. I can so see it. Oh, yeah, you can see the ho, ho, ho on there. I just don't know which way to turn it for you to see it best. Anyway, totally, totally, totally adorable project. I love it. I hope that you guys do too. I hope that you learned a tip or two tonight for making your first holiday craft. And that you guys will come back and join me again tomorrow night for something else new and exciting. So you guys, thanks so much for joining me. Stocking is the keyword. Grab that supply list for all the things for tonight. I should probably put a little hanger on here or something, shouldn't I? That would probably be a good idea. All right, you guys, thanks so much. I'll see you guys later. Have a good night. Bye, everybody.